Amano Pikamee, a VTuber, massively harassed for announcing to play Hogwarts Legacy for nostalgia purposes, announced her retirement on March 31st. Again, she didn't even play the game. She just said that she wanted to play the game. So I did see this. Where is it? Fuck, I don't know where the page was for it. But yeah, I did look at this before. Oh my god. Thank you for your continued support in the VOMS project. I'm assuming the VOMS project is it like something like Vshoujo? VOMS is their group? Okay, so it's like Japanese Vshoujo. Got it. And, I mean, roughly, of course. We regret to inform you that Amano Pikamee, a member of our group, will graduate from the group and terminate her activities as of March 31st, 2023. We have discussed with Pikamee herself and in respect of her wishes have decided to graduate in a positive way. We sincerely apologize for this sudden announcement. We would like to express our deepest gratitude from all of our viewers and the excitement that you've been giving us to the distribution of other activities. With only 1 month left, we hope that you will continue to support Amano Pikamee until the end. About the pop-up store, okay, that's all something else. There's a plan about her. Okay, let's see here. Following actions are scheduled to be taken during March 31st. Amano Pikamee channel content will be private. Amano Pikamee channel memberships will be closed. Pikamee SNS and other accounts inactive. Content on VOMS project channel will be privated. Pikamee products and VOMS project permanent collection end of sale. Holy shit. The VOMS project was launched by Gyari as part of the project, but it's needless to say, Amano Pikamee's activities played a major role in the project gaining greater momentum than originally thought. Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude for Amano Pikamee. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm just guessing. We're truly sad to see her graduate. Damn, that sounds like what I thought about whenever I graduated high school, because then I thought I had to get a job. But the VOMS project itself and the activities of the VOMS members will continue. Holy shit, man. It sounds like she's being fired. Yeah, I mean, is this because of Hogwarts Legacy? I mean, how do we know it's because of Hogwarts Legacy? Did she say so or what? It's on the same date. It's a coincidence. Okay, so it's not really, it's not confirmed, but everybody is like, you know, you put 2 and 2 together. Okay. Well, does this tweet have anything to do with the document? Well, let me read some of these comments here. Bullied in Japan growing up, thinks Westerners are nicer, tries to appeal to them, gets death threats sent by the trans community for a wizard game she didn't even play. I will say that it's probably not even the trans community that's sending this kind of stuff. A lot of times it's people who think that they are, quote, allies, and the way they're allies for people is by attacking other people. Don't put this completely on trans people. A lot of the people that are going out of their way to do this kind of stuff are not trans. They don't agree with it. There are plenty of trans people that don't agree with it. Obviously, there are some, of course. But a lot of the vitriol and animosity is coming from people that are just terminally online. And if you look at their fucking Twitter bio, it is like 17 different mental illnesses that they consider personality traits that they have self-diagnosed themselves with. So just keep that in mind. I hate Twitter. Always corrupts anything that touches it. I don't think Twitter is that big of a deal. You just block the people and that's it. But I think that especially for people that aren't used to this kind of stuff, it can be extremely upsetting. Because, like, for me, how many controversies have I been through? If I were to sit down and write every single one of them down, I would probably only get about half. Because there have been so many bad things that have happened over the years that I have literally forgotten. And obviously, like, the way that's changed me and the way that's changed the way that I look at things, etc., is probably not a super positive thing. So I wouldn't go and say like, oh, well, this is a good thing that, you know, or it's bad to leave because of this. Because, yeah, I think that other people, it affects them differently. Twitter is nothing compared to the batshit crazy takes on Reddit. Yeah, I mean, it's just always people... I think the problem is, like, a lot of times people don't really talk about ideas. They just kind of devolve down into talking about people and about insulting those people. Like, hey, this person is a loser, or this person does one thing bad, and then everybody's trying to bring up every bad thing they've ever done. So it's like, you can't have, like, a lot of critical commentary about other people online, because people use that as a springboard to put on, like, this dogpiling thing. You know? Your website? Yeah, I don't know. It's a joke, to be clear. Yeah, sure. Same idiots you see on Reddit are the ones on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, the way that I do it, this is how I've always handled it, is that if somebody tweets something hostile at me, I ban them. Or I block them. It doesn't matter if I think that it's legitimate or not. I just don't want to read it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm a 32-year-old man. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't matter how valid or how important you think that your criticism of my opinion is. I can guarantee you I don't feel the same way. So that's it. There's no reason. No one should be abused. Well, there's no reason to do it. Why would I want to listen to somebody else's opinion? Why even read replies at all? To be honest with you, I usually don't. But if I do, I mean, of course I see some of them. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see all of them. Let's see here. Get death threats. You get threats from allies. Oh, yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely, man. Yeah, definitely. And that's what happens. Mark my words. Now hate against trans LGBT people will increase. Oh, of course, man. Yeah, because people now feel like they have a reason for it. As much as it pains me to say it, I think you're right. Oh, absolutely. It's like whenever you... And this is why this kind of stuff is usually harmful in the long run. Is because whenever it happens, then a lot of other people think to, like, kind of react in the same equivalent negative way. Does that make sense? Been 32 for years now? I've been 32 since last year, yeah. Yeah, since 2022. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Last year I was 31. I just, like, which one is it, you know? Asmon just won't stop lying. What if I dumbass? Yeah, I know. Let's see what this is. Hogwarts Discord isn't making its way towards IRL, right? Well, I think the reason that it matters is that a lot of people online, yeah, of course it's not happening IRL, but most people in real life don't care about any of this stuff in general. Like, they don't care about like trans issues or LGBT issues or anything like that. They don't care about what's happening in Ukraine. There are plenty of people in IRL that care about when the game is coming on. And that's it. And then after that, they're going to spend some time with their family, and then they're going to go to bed. Yeah, so of course, a lot of people in real life don't know about this. A lot of people are furious about this too. Another well-known Corpo VTuber, Tenma, just told the bullies to get the rope after this announcement. Holy shit. Might be helpful to lay out a timeline. Pikamee is preparing for comeback from a break and announces Hogwarts Legacy as her return stream. She immediately returns into people who are making hit lists for those that plan to stream it. Her Twitter and pre-stream chat is absolutely filled with hate and abhorrent hate comments at that. She goes complete radio silent for a month, and then this announcement of her graduation comes. Holy shit. Let me see if I can see a video of this. Because, yeah, I'd like to actually, like, see what the chat was. Actually, I don't know really why I'm thinking about this, because I can't read, I can't read this shit anyway. Oh, this is it. This is her video. Okay, here we go.
OMS プロジェクト所属の天野ピカミーです。本日はいつも応援してくださっている皆様に大切なお知らせがあります。私、天野ピカミーは今月末の3月31日をもちまして活動終了することとなりました。
There it is.
これまで楽しく活動ができたのは応援してくれたファンの皆様とこれまで私をサポートしてくれたOMSプロジェクトのおかげです。突然のご報告で皆様をびっくりさせてしまい大変申し訳ありません。 残り1ヶ月の活動とはなりますが、みんなと楽しい時間を過ごしたいと思いますので、最後まで何卒よろしくお願いいたします。また、メンバーシップやすでに投稿されている配信のアーカイブや動画につきましては、3月31日をもちまして最後の配信終了。
Most contracts and stuff like this, there's like a 30-day like period where like you don't just leave the same day that you want to leave. You usually give them 30 days. So them putting it out today is like, it seemed like she wanted to leave out as soon as possible.
後すべて非公開とさせていただきます。Twitter も3月31日をもちまして運用停止となる予定です。今まで本当にたくさんの応援ありがとうございました。短い時間ではありますが、以上となります。ありがとうございました。それでは次の配信でまたお会いいたしましょう。I'll see you guys on my next stream. それではバイバイ。おつぴかバイバイ。
Oh, I understood that part. So, wow. What am I crying? All I can say, I wish Pikamee didn't, okay, it's not fair, I can't hold back my tears. Yeah, people are really... The thing is, like, with VTuber audiences, is that they're so emotionally invested into these content creators that they get so upset about this kind of stuff. It's nuts. Yeah, and so, antis should have... Antis are just hate watchers, right? It's just another word. Like, I have no idea. Yeah, okay, alright, that's basically it, got it. Holy shit. I mean, I will definitely say that we don't know for sure this is why she quit. So it's like, I think that you can pretty easily assume that that's probably why she quit. Yeah, definitely. But it's not like a guarantee. But probably. Yeah, exactly. It's probably. What's this here? Did she quit streaming? Sorry I'm late. Yeah, I guess so. Holy fuck. She's wanted to quit for a while. Didn't she say she loved it until recently? Well, I have no idea. Anyone would be sad about their favorite content creators? Be sad if you stop streaming? Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. Definitely. I was probably being an asshole about that. But overall, yeah, it's sad to see somebody that just leaves the internet and stops making content, especially if it's because of like harassment or something like that. Because the worst thing about it is that every single time that people can get somebody to quit or successfully bully them out of their platform, then it gives them a reward structure around doing it again. And that's what's really harmful about it, is that whenever you put somebody out there and then people are able to like knock them down and like ruin their career or something like that, then all of those people then get positive reinforcement that, wow, this is how I can do it next time too. So that's what happens, man. Sad people losing their jobs because of video game? Yeah, for sure. Jenna Marbles is a prime example of that. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing to do is to just not take any of this stuff seriously. And it's very hard to do, but I think ultimately that's the only way to handle it. Like, you can tell people like, oh, well, it's not fair, it's not your fault, you know, all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you're still going to see it. You're still going to go and, you know, see this kind of stuff anyway. So I just don't really think it's helpful to say that. I don't know. Yeah, they feel like they won. Yeah, because they effectively did win. Because she's not playing the game. It's that simple. So, yeah, they did win. That's why they felt like they won. What's this here? Tenma, what's this here? What happened? I got Twitter suspended 24 hours. It's okay, no issue. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are unhappy about this. Yeah, there's a lot of other streamers and, you know, VTubers that are sticking up for her. Absolutely. Congratulations, Gaming Circle Jerk has directly driven off someone who wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy game into retirement, and hope you're proud of yourselves. It's very hard for me to say that they should shut down the sub unless the harassment is leaking onto, like, Twitter and to other platforms. And also, like, I think it's totally fair to criticize a person's decision to play or not play something. That's totally fine. But if it's going off platform and people are creating like a like there's a lot of people that get together on Reddit and then they go from Reddit and then they go harass somebody on like Twitter or Twitch or in real life or something like that. They're effectively using Reddit to harass people. So why is this good for Reddit? Well, it's not. So Reddit should ban it. It's that simple. So yeah, isn't Twitch off platform? Yeah, it is. But it depends on what's happening. Harassment's never okay? Yeah, for sure. That's bannable on Reddit. Well, the best thing that you can do is just spam report the people. And that's all you should do. If you see people that are actually advocating for off-platform harassment and that are taking things really far, just report them. Because eventually, the thing is, the mods on Reddit probably don't even know what Gaming Circle Jerk is. The people that run Reddit, they have no idea. They probably don't care. It doesn't matter to them. It is completely irrelevant. So I think that the moment that you make people like that aware of it, they're going to be like, well, this is causing a lot of problems and this is kind of bad, so we're just going to get rid of it. That's it. So it's that simple. Most people that run Reddit are part of their mod team. I mean, sure, I think some of them are, but probably not all of them. Sub needs to be permabanned for permabanning me for posting a picture of the quartering. I used the image to mock him and immediately permabanned me for no reason. Okay. I don't know. I think that also a lot of this kind of stuff where like people blow like some like subreddit out of proportion. Like let's just look at how many people, like there's 4,000 people on the subreddit. I mean, gets criticized once, fucking dies. Oh yeah, definitely this is what happens. Well, a lot of people aren't used to being criticized, and that's kind of... That's what the issue is that a lot of people are not used to having people attack them and having people, like, constantly try to pick them apart and, you know, be as vicious as possible and stuff like this. Most people are not mentally equipped to deal with this stuff, and it's something that communities like this take advantage of. They take advantage of people that are sensitive, the people that are not as equipped to deal with it in the same way. And because of that, they're able to get wins on those people and thus assert themselves as a power. That's how it goes. Yes, as the good guys, of course. And I'll read a few more of these. Criticized equals harassed. I think that a lot of times, this is what I see happen. Is that somebody can have a legitimate criticism, and then, like, let's read some of the comments, okay? Let's read some of these comments, and we'll see if it's criticism or harassment. Being told not to play a video game, real shit. I think this is totally fine. I think that I do dislike the language here, as if this person is in any position to tell anybody else what to do. Let's see, this doesn't really matter. I've seen way too many people saying they can't wait to commit murder over this. Trans right forever. This is totally fine. Pikamee announced her retirement. Thought she handled it very well. Okay, so yeah, the Silver Veil moment. Well, yeah, because like people are harassing her and everything like that. That makes sense. I don't think this is like super bad, but it's like kind of irrelevant. It's just like needless hate. Let's see. The actual actions, think past themselves, good example. Okay. Yeah, I think this is also fine. I don't... I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think any of these posts are hate. I really don't think so. I'll be real. Like, I mean, I'm not saying there's not hate on the subreddit, but I just don't think these are hateful. Now, I'm sure I can go through and find plenty of bad things that people on the subreddit have said. But looking at these posts explicitly. So, the bullying has little effects on them, it does to you. Okay, if actually true, criticism is not bullying. Oh, it's definitely not. Being told you're doing something wrong is not analogous to bullying. Yeah, I don't see any of this as being explicitly bad. It's mainly under Discord groups. They unmask over there. Then that's totally not... Well, I mean, okay. Well, then you're admitting that this is not bad. So, in my opinion... So... Let's look at two different categories, okay? We have... let's make sure we have all this up, just so I can make sure I get through all this. Okay. So we have... criticism. We have criticism, and then we have harassment. I think there's two R's here, I'm not sure. We have harassment. So, criticism, mainly focuses on the action rather than the person. No personal attacks. And expresses displeasure without making it personal. No call to action where people are told to do something. So this is what I would say would count under criticism. Now, harassment, on the other hand, personal attacks, physical image, let's see, personality, etc. Let's see here, call to action via attack or hold accountable. Let's see here, threats, yeah. Threats. Let's see. Doesn't good criticisms have solutions? Not really, no. I mean, I don't think in order to criticize something, you have to have a solution to it. Criticisms can be personal? Yes. Like, there are some cases, I will add an asterisk. There are some cases where personal criticism is valid. They are the minority of cases. Okay? So there you go. Now, yeah, I mean, like, for example, like Logan Paul. It seems like Logan Paul's an asshole based off of a number of other things. Of course, you can create context for it like that. Absolutely. As well, you criticize Dark Souls gameplay, don't quit screaming now. Sounds like you don't know the difference. Well, yeah, because well, that's the thing, right? Is like whenever you go back and you look at a lot of the things that people were like criticizing me for with Dark Souls, these were not criticisms. They were just insults on my personality, insults on how I handle things, calling me a bitch. Like, this isn't really, like, it's not constructive. Does that make sense? Like, there's no solution being presented. It's just, we don't like you, you suck, and that's it. Criticism comes from a place of wanting things to be better, and harassment comes from, yeah, I think, focus on punishment. Focus on solution. Focus on punishment. So to me, it's like if somebody is being criticized for something, I think that's totally fair to criticize a person for saying something. But whenever the personal insults start coming, whenever it becomes something about, this person's life, whenever they're bringing things in that aren't related, whenever other people come in to, harassment. Oh, here's another one. used as a platform to bring up unrelated things. Yeah, like you guys have seen this many times where some content creator says something and then people keep bringing up other stuff in the past. Yeah, oh, and also harassment extends beyond just the individual. Friends, family, etc. Okay. I know I spelled individual wrong, doesn't matter. So, that's what I think it is. Guilt by association? Yeah. Can't you call a call to action a positive? Like if someone's a murderer and you tell them to stop doing that? Well, I don't think that murdering somebody is on the, that's not on the spectrum of like internet stuff. So like, I think that all of this stuff goes out the window whenever you're talking about a person who is committing a crime. And also, like, there is a spectrum of crimes. But in general, somebody that is committing a malicious crime or something like that, that is not good. And of course, the call to action would make more sense. Absolutely. Or doing something that endangers somebody. Criticism equals to be more specific and local in time. Harassment, more general, can go on for a long time. Yeah, of course. I think that this case is a bit more complex since Pikamee had a history of getting bullied off communities for doing something an established community saw as different. Yeah, I can't really go back and say every single thing that she's had happen or like what the cases are, but in general, this is how I distinguish criticism and harassment. Now, personally, what I've learned over the years is to just always do what you want and never listen to anybody's feedback except for your own, because nobody else matters except for you whenever it's your content. That's it. Always just listen to yourself and make your own decisions. You can read other people's opinions and stuff like that. Absolutely. I think that's nice to do sometimes. But if you don't agree with it or you don't like it or it puts you in a bad mood, then just don't do it. Problem solved. I think it's wrong. What they did to Silver Whale is different than what they did to Pikamee. She quitted because she doesn't want what's happening to her. Yeah, it was absolutely wrong what they did to Silver Whale. I made an entire video about it. It was very bad. Yes. Yes. Without a question. Like, full stop. The criticisms are usually neutral or at least focus on a solution. Yeah, exactly. I think redundant criticism can be harassment as well. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think that's something that, you know, everything, there's a million gray areas. All I'm saying is, like, I'm going to go back and forth on this and, like, probably talk about this for an hour if I just keep doing it. But all I'm really trying to get at here is that it seems very obvious that a lot of people are not happy about this. I mean, this has, what, 50,000 tweets? This is crazy. And there's pretty much every single person is mad about this. And this is one thing that I've been really kind of surprised about, is that out of all this stuff that's happened, I think that it's just become so much more evident that the people that are going about these harassment campaigns are the bad guys. They're very clearly the bad guys, and if you scroll down Twitter and you look about this, if you look at this kind of stuff, every single person is completely against it. Yeah, absolutely. Did you see how they called white women VTubers a plague because of Silver Whale and that got over 50k likes on Twitter? Well, yeah, I mean, there's things that are racist all the time that get a lot of likes on Twitter because most of the people in the world are racist. Like, this isn't some kind of a big surprise. Like, bro, in China, they have, like, fucking commercials where there was, like, a black guy that fell in a washing machine and he comes out Chinese. Like, bro, people are racist as fuck. I mean, really, like, just go look it up. No, you shouldn't be surprised by that. I mean, I think it's stupid. They're wrong. But that's just what they're going to think. I mean, what else is there to say? I don't think you should be surprised by that in any way. The Silent Month, thanks for all the support and kind words you give me. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm just looking at some of this stuff, and people are just furious about it. I think this is much bigger than the Silvervale one, honestly. And I think that the more people that end up having this happen, it will just become more and more a problem. You see what I'm saying? This black guy laying down on a bed and turns into toothpaste. Well, I have not seen every single Chinese commercial, okay? The only thing I'm trying to get at here is that there's a lot of this kind of stuff that's out there because there's a lot of people that are racist. Like, they're unironically racist. And they might try to pretend like, oh, we're not racist, or it's okay that we're racist because of these, you know, this historical context, or like these statistics or something like that. But at the end of the day, even if those statistics didn't exist, even if that historical context didn't exist, they'd still be racist. They're just looking for an excuse to do it. That's what I think. New content drop, Chinese commercials. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch too many of those. Criticism is fundamentally not negative. Harassment is fundamentally negative. I would say in general, but I'm not going to go into a million different situations. I think that, again, for me, harassment is whenever you want to punish the person, and criticism is whenever you express the fact that you dislike their decision. Like, in general, I think that's what I would call it. Would have been topical in the community. Isn't it kind of interesting? Well, yeah, but I think that it's been harmful for everybody. Like, I think that the whole boycott with this game and everything, and like harassing people over playing it, I think that it's been a universal negative for everyone. Like, there's nobody that's come out of this ahead. Except for maybe me, because I've made YouTube videos about it. But that's it. So yeah, both sides lose. I hope sometime in the future they'll use Internet Archive to track and punish people who harassed and harmed people on the internet. I think that I don't want to see, I don't want to have my tax dollars going towards, you know, arresting somebody for posting a mean comment on Reddit. Like, that's ultimately what that comes down to, because, like, the government doesn't just do things, we pay the government to do things. And I don't want to have my money go towards arresting people for bullshit like that. It's just not worth it. Not whenever you have homeless people. Now, obviously, things that go over the line, like advocating violence, like actual threats, things like this, 100%. But I'm talking about just harassing, rude comments. No, the government has no business dealing with that. It is a waste of everybody's money. So anyway, I've talked about this enough. Everybody sees where I stand. Sucks with Pikamee that this happened. It's awful. I mean, I'm not really familiar with their content. I just got told about this. There is not a defined answer, whether it's because of the Hogwarts Legacy thing or not. But whenever you have one thing happen right after another, it might seem that way. Especially she hasn't come out and said, hey, it's not because of this. But people also said that she had been thinking about quitting for a while, so this could just be the straw that broke the camel's back. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B, somewhere in between. We're not really sure. Either way, the people that express any degree of satisfaction out of this are literal fucking garbage. They are losers, and they will never amount to anything important or valid in their entire life. So, let's move on.